Welcome to the Regional Rock Hour presented by Crave Tattoo on 92 Rock. Your old pal Mason here, hanging out, having a good time. Starting the show a little different than we normally do. We usually bust straight into a song, but we've got some guests in the studio and we're live on Facebook and YouTube right now as well. Let's say hello to Shatter Smile.
What's up, Mason? How you doing today?
Hey,
Mason,
how are you guys doing, man?
Not too bad.
Real good.
well,
I'm glad you were able to make it in here. As we were talking, you guys are kind of spread out across the state of Iowa. Let's go ahead and do some quick introductions here. We're going to start with the man in the mask. Give us your name and let us know what you do in the band.
Yeah, I'm Cortez. I'm the vocalist of the band.
All right.
I'm Just. I play bass.
Animal drummer.
CC, I play guitar.
CC plays guitar. Animals, the drummer. I love that name. That's one of my favorite Muppets. It's between him and Gonzo, man.
He's our favorite Muppet as well.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you.
So last week we got to hear a tune from you guys.
Yeah.
Rockin' tune. We're going to chat more with you here shortly. We're going to hear some Three Finger Betty in just a little bit. And we're going to hear that one that we just debuted last week. Shatter Smile, Forever Frozen. It's the Regional Rock Hour presented by Crave Tattoo on 92 Rock.
Awesome. This is going to be quite interesting, isn't it?
Okay, so yeah, we are still live on Facebook. As we said about the cussing, don't do that on air.
Yeah.
You can do it all the booger you want right here, guys. So.
Is it audio right now too, or what?
Yeah, it's just audio there.
Okay.
With the way that Facebook works and putting music out over, the stream,
Right.
They have a tendency to just shut that stuff down. So I mean, one thing I can do is I can go like that. They're hearing this on air, and they're hearing you laughing over it. They're hearing me yelling.
Memories ripple through the years.
Yeah, we'll let it go another few seconds.
Away just as fast as they appear. Life has carried on.
All right. Good tune. That way we can hear it, but nobody else can. So just go like that. When did you guys get started as a band? I mean, we're going to go over this again here in a few minutes for the people listening on air, but when did you guys get started as a band?
Well, the concept kind of originated several years ago, around 2013. Me and I guess if you want to call it the co-founder of what we now know as Shatter Smile, kind of started with me and a friend of mine, Ben. He was my original guitarist, and he unfortunately passed away of brain cancer. And so that's his voice you're hearing on the beginning of the song. And we kind of dedicated that to him and his memory and stuff like that. And I after he passed away, I just didn't do music for a while. It didn't feel like it. And then these guys opened up. We were all in 4 different bands, and yeah, that's where we're at. Probably, I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago, probably, guys.
Probably about 5-6.
Yeah.
So you've been doing it a minute. All right. Just when did you pick up a bass for the first time, man?
Well, I've been playing guitar. I started with guitar. I played guitar when I was in like 5th grade. Naturally, it was just an extension of the same skills, and I just love the bass tones. I still play guitar. I play just about everything.
You can play the flute too, can't you? I think you.
I'm sure I could.
Yeah.
I'd figure it out. It wouldn't take me long.
So, did you play any like horns or anything in school band?
No. I actually tried out for. Well, I asked if I could be in the jazz band. I wasn't in any of the marching band or anything like that, but I could still shred at the time, and they said I had to learn notes to be in the jazz band.
But here you are shredding.
Yeah.
Well, it's jazz. I mean, like jazz, you're not supposed to play actual notes, are you?
Well,
I mean,
it's supposed to be a bit more dissonant and freeform. That's the whole point. Yeah, I know. I thought it was silly too.
It's like the improv of music.
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
hell? They want you to learn.
Right. And I just wanted to be a part of it, but that wasn't gonna happen. So
you want to kick that door closed behind you there? There's I don't know if you can hear that fella yelling, but
Not happy. I think he spilled something on his board. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah. It would not surprise me, man. I could take a whole show talking about that guy. So we're going to leave it alone. But yeah, it looks like, hey, cool. Awesome. That didn't fall on its own. Didn't get knocked over. It's still just sitting there. All right. Let's pop in here. Let's hear what we got going on on this next one.
Wait! Hey! You better find yourself someplace to hide and keep praying nobody ever finds you. Try these on. Look, you crazy mother.
We're watching a movie.
They live.
Stay away from me.
Classic.
I'm telling you, you dumb son of a
These guys kick ass, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get zucked out of here, so we better knock that off. Animal. So, how long you been drumming, man?
Oh, Jesus. Good 10, 11 years, maybe. Like
Okay.
on and off. I started probably when I was 9. Started with mom's pots and pans, of course, and then ended up with a hi-hat, snare drum, and bass drum. Just kind of screwed around with that for a while, and just been a passion.
Oh yeah. What kind of kit do you play? Do you do like do you got one of those big
Right now,
elaborate
I've got
ones, or
a-
you keep it pretty mellow?
I used to have a Ludwig 10-piece.
Oh wow.
Huge.
And
but
Neil
got
Peart
so,
style.
we got so sick of lugging that thing around that now I'm sticking to about a 5-6 piece.
There you go. Yeah, I don't blame you there, man. That's anytime I see bands loading in, I'm like, man, that poor drummer.
Drummers.
Uh,
So do I.
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah,
I know this for a fact.
the singer knows, man. All he has to do is carry a microphone. He's good.
No, I don't even think I do that really anymore. I really don't. I mean, I hate to say that live on,
He doesn't.
but he doesn't.
You're lucky you're a good singer, man. Otherwise, these guys would be kicking your ass.
Thanks, Mason.
All right. And Cece, what kind of guitar do you play, man?
It's LTD Eclipse.
All right. Hell yeah. You use a lot of you got like a bunch of pedals on a
Effects,
board.
yeah, and not on a board. They're just kind of strewn about.
Hell
So
yeah.
they can get stepped on and add a element of chaos to the show.
Now we're doing phaser. Guess what, guys? This song has a blues riff now.
This is what it is now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I saw that we got a call into the studio. I think they can probably see on the stream there
Okay.
that it came up like we get that flash, but I didn't answer it. I'm not going to answer it.
What a guy.
Yeah, people can call in. I'm not going to answer. I will say that. Too much going on. I can't keep track of what the hell's happening. It's already Friday, guys. Isn't that awesome?
Awesome.
We did it.
Hell yeah. We're here.
survived another week.
Yeah.
We are about just about 2.5 minutes out, and we'll do another on-air break for a few minutes.
Awesome.
And by the way, once this is all done with and posted so that the people go back and see it, you're able to download the music that you have put up, right? Like you've got it available to stream anyway?
So right now, as of now, actually, it's funny you mentioned that. Sunday, I'm going back down to the studio to Carousel Studio in Des Moines, and just kind of there's a couple things and a couple of the songs we were going to do a little retweaking on, but usually with our producer, he works 16-hour days, and so to get in with him, it's an act of Congress. So, but we'll be going back in. Hopefully, we're hoping on having the physical copy done, kind of early summer. But as far as digital downloads, I'm hoping probably by the end of the month, maybe we'll have that ready available for everybody. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, for the people that want to hear it, they can't
Yeah,
tune
absolutely.
in there.
Yeah, yep.
Well, you could, and we have a lot of stuff on like our social media accounts and stuff like that as well. We're always putting up content and little clips and stuff like that.
Yeah,
too,
Justin and I have we've kind of worked out a system lately. So instead of just one of us doing one, like everything or whatever, what we're doing is, this is a kind of cool concept, and I hope it works. So what him and I have devised is like a SmackDown Raw type of a feel. So I'm in control of Raw, and he's in control of SmackDown. So what you see on Raw, you're not going to see on SmackDown, and what you see on SmackDown, you're not going to see on Raw. But then there is some cross-threaded stuff, like today's interview. We posted on both sites, so there'll be a little bit of cross-threading. But as far as content is concerned, there'll be different stuff on both things, so kind of keeps it fresh.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Yeah.
So pro wrestling fans, you guys are?
Well, I use that as an analogy. I used to be when it was good.
It's still good.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
It's still good. Stone Cold Steve Austin just came out last Saturday and stunned a bunch of people. Well, he did it Saturday. He actually beat the hell out of a guy. And then Sunday came out, gave Vince McMahon a Stone Cold stunner and everything.
Yeah, but it just becomes this kind of like, I don't know, like this. I don't. This can't. Well, but I love Stone Cold. Who doesn't? But the cameo kind of wrestling where they come out and stun somebody and they don't see him for 12 months, 2 years, 3 years.
We're gonna go live here. That's the Dirty Dollar Bills with PDA. Some help there from Jeremy Ober and Christian McCoy, Nick Earhart as well. Regional Rock Hour presented by Crave Tattoo on 92 Rock. Those guys are going to be playing at the end of May, like a Memorial Day show in Rutland. Really cool bar there. They do some neat stuff. Agony of Defeat's going to be headlining that one, and a whole slew that we'll talk about later. But in the studio right now, we've got Shatter Smile, and we heard one tune from you guys. Carousel Studios, you said you recorded that at, right?
Yep. It was just built. It took I think he said about 2 years to build. So in my opinion, probably the most high tech and sophisticated studio in, I would say, Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very, very well done. The producers there is amazing. Ownership's awesome. So
excellent.
It's a good place to be.
Yeah.
How many tunes did you guys record when you were there?
3.
3. Okay. So we've heard one of them.
Oh man,
we've got one more.
The slow burn. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys been around a few years. Any live shows planned for the near future?
Yeah. So when we first started this band a long time ago, we've all been in different bands through the years, local bands, and very. I wouldn't say like huge success, but limited success. And then we, as our bands kind of died off, we just kind of formed a super group, if you will. So what we wanted to do when we first started this, we didn't want to just blow up Facebook and do all this stuff without even having anything ready. So we literally in the last 6 years have been building what you're seeing right now in front of you and on Facebook and stuff like that. We wanted to throw it out when we were ready, and we're ready. So yeah, I think we got a couple shows looking towards the midsummer. We're going to do a couple of Ragers in Des Moines. We're just going to go up there and just thrash out. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Live music's back, guys.
I know, man.
Full swing.
It's about time.
Isn't that so awesome?
Yes, it is.
Dude. Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what? We're going to talk more about Shatter Smile. I'm going to talk to you about your mask here in a bit, because I got to know about that.
Yeah, I'm only wearing it because of COVID, so.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure everybody knew that.
COVID's not even real, man. Stick around. It's the Regional Rock Hour presented by Crave Tattoo. We've got Brutal Republic after this quick break. Yeah. Here's the problem with that.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful of what I say.
I know. Here I am trying to stoke the fire.
I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm a news guy around here too. So
Yeah, right?
if they hear me saying COVID's not real, the news guys. That's why it's very, very important that you refer to me as Mason or your old pal Mason. You throw my first name in there.
Do you need us to walk you to your car when you're done?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
just to make sure you don't get any attacks.
I should be all right.
All right, just let
yeah.
us know either way.
Yeah. I'm probably just gonna camp out here.
Lay low.
Yeah.
Lay low for a bit, let the dust settle.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest, man. I just had a lot more offensive stuff on air that I'm surprised I haven't gotten in some trouble for, but I won't repeat it, and we just move on. And
The worst part is doing it on stage. There's nothing worse than doing that on stage. Oh man, him and I were in a band like years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And this is around the kind of the emergence of the hardcore scene, like the slam dance and stuff like that. And at the time, it was just everybody was doing it. People were getting hurt, which is par for the course. You go to a metal show, you're gonna get hurt.
It just wasn't that kind of venue.
Yeah, but it wasn't that kind of venue. It was more like a actual like kind of traditional metal, not like a And he was playing guitar, and he leans over between songs and he goes, "Hey, what did you say? Tell him not to slam dance."
Yeah, basically just
no. I said he goes, "Tell him no hardcore dancing."
Yeah,
and I already had 8-9 shots of something, and also
we're
stuff.
playing at a fucking we're playing at a bowling
we're
alley.
good. No, we're not on
Yeah.
I'm the worst, dude.
the fucking FCC's not gonna come for us.
Yes!
No, I'm a sailor. It's the worst. But it's a bowling alley.
Yeah,
And there's like old people getting elbows. Like
it's
So what bowling alley was it?
in Mason City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
forever ago.
yeah,
Playing
Rose Bowl.
at
I
a
got
bowling
banned
alley.
from there.
Did you got personally or the band
The whole
did?
band got banned from there. I don't even remember what we did. That's probably why we got banned.
Because you don't remember what you did.
Makes sense.
All that damn slam dance.
Yeah. Crazy kids
It
these
seemed like
days.
it was a cool show, though.
Hell yeah. No, I saw a show, Webster City Bowling Alley, it was over 20 years ago, probably. And that's crazy. I've never seen a bowling alley get that nuts.
Right.
Because there's like a couple metal bands and then a couple punk bands in there too. I've done some like guest vocals with bands and stuff before, and I used to do it a lot more as a
Right.
kid, And yeah, I was up there probably 18, 19 years old, and somebody threw a darn near full beer can at me. And so I picked it up and I slammed the rest of the
I was just
thing,
gonna say,
chucked
did you
it,
catch
and-
it and drink it then?
No, I picked it up off it fell. It didn't spill a bunch out, so I finished it and tossed it out into the
worst
crowd.
part of beer cans, I don't know. I think you guys may have done this for yourselves, maybe not. I don't know how many times on stage, off stage, doesn't matter at a venue. This is when they had smoking still,
Oh yeah.
and you go to reach for a beer and it has ashes and
Oh,
Cigarette
yeah.
butts in it.
You get about 2 or 3 swigs of that, and you'll never do it again.
Nope.
Oh man. Oh yeah. No, and even like doing it at your own house. Like I used to smoke like
Yeah.
a chimney, and it would be the same thing. Like all my ashtrays would be so full, I'd have to just start using cans. And oh man, yeah, a couple of those. It's even worse than soda.
Oh,
Like Pepsi.
like old Pepsi, like warm Pepsi.
Oh. No, I accidentally put one out in a cold Pepsi and then forgot I did it and then took it. Yeah. So I'm like,
Oh. Especially what hits you is that feeling like your mind says I'm gonna drink a Pepsi.
Yeah.
I know what it tastes
yeah,
like. muscle
I'm
memory.
sober.
And
I'm
then
not.
and
I'm
it
not
does not
drinking.
taste like Pepsi anymore.
Yeah. No, I switched to diet after that. And I haven't found a single cigarette butt in it, so that's been fantastic. But, all right. Yeah, it looks like all right, cool. We're still going on the stream.
Okay, everything's good there.
Yeah, rock and roll. We got a few more minutes and we'll do our final break. We got about 6.5, 7 minutes.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, rock and roll. Let's check in on Brutal Republic.
I'm scooping a diamond ring, got a brand new bus in a presidential way. Don't you think it gets old? Praying for your rain. Till things have changed, but they look just the same. Say we gotta bend, but we don't bend that way.
It doesn't end well.
Hey man, you gotta hang yourself someday.
I said, if you're gonna do an hardcore dancing,
Hangman can't afford the thing he's got a hand of playing cards in his hand designed with an interest rate that will bring you to your knees. Hangman's got himself a new TV, can't afford to pay the rent, but the food is free, and it's enough to keep his luxuries. Don't you think it gets old?
When like I do some band announcing at the Bait Freedom Rally up in Algona,
Right.
every year, past few years anyway. And last year we had Seven Dust there.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome,
Dude.
And they told me before I went up there and before Seven Dust played, they're like, "Hey, you got to tell these people they can't mosh. They cannot mosh here."
It was
like,
outdoors, right?
Yeah, but it was a bunch of bikers and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, now, okay,
Yeah,
context.
yeah.
Yeah.
they're like, we're like they were nervous that like Seven Dust was gonna bring like an element that would get crazy and start shoving around bikers, like and I'm like, no, I'll mention it, and I forgot to, and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to mention it.
And you only had one shot at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Not a single person started moshing
So you didn't need
because they were surrounded by like,
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was already self-checked.
yeah, I mean, even like, yeah, I didn't need to. It was kind of a moot point if I had mentioned it.
What?
I recorded wrong.
You recorded wrong.
Yeah, because I'm not used to your phone.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Ah, well, what do you do?
Oh, well, you know.
Just for Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to have to come out of your paycheck, babe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a deduction right there.
Well,
one
then you can
demerit.
compensate for the sore arms.
You don't have to
Yeah.
hold it up like that. You can probably come over here if you want.
No, because I don't want to knock that down.
Look, here, do you want me to help you over it? No, you're good? Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. I suppose I could have got you a track one down. All right. You're a trooper. You really are.
We've been together 15 years this year, and she's been on the road with like doing this with me the whole entire way. And I literally would not. I don't know what I'd do without her. She's been there here's your mask, here's your lipstick, here's your. It's kind of funny. Before we leave the house, I go, how's my lipstick? And she, of course, she's like, just straight face. Oh, it's fine. It looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Instead of that kind of like that. I don't even think you guys laughed.
Oh, we did.
You did outside.
Oh, yeah.
You
No.
jerks.
We snickered at each other.
He said, how's his lipstick?
Man, you don't carry none of this stuff in. I'm sure that they've got a bunch of pent up emotion about you that you don't know about yet.
Yeah, but the nice thing about it is like they probably won't be carrying much of it anymore either. We got a crew, so
Oh, hell
hopefully
yeah.
the days of us actually doing our own stuff all the time is hopefully going to be coming to an end.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think I have a hip out too, so that's gonna that changes.
Oh,
things.
you have a hip out?
Yeah.
Are you right or left-handed?
Right-handed.
You're right-handed.
So yeah, that's my.
So-
Fret.
Damn.
Yeah. That's where all the magic comes out of on that one.
Yep.
They give you like an estimated like heal time or anything?
Said like a month and a half.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as his last injury though. Huh? The bouncy ball.
Oh, the
injury.
bouncy ball.
Oh,
Yeah. The bouncy ball
That
incident.
one
in
will live in
2019.
infamy.
Don't make me tell that.
Well, you
goddamn
are
Please,
telling
no,
the
you
story.
should tell.
We
us.
got
Tell the
2 minutes.
story.
We got 2 minutes before
Tell
we
the
go
story.
live on air.
Okay,
So,
I'll try to do it real quick.
okay.
So my daughter had one of those your red rubber bouncy balls with the handle that
You
Hop
sit
on.
on. You
Yeah,
sit
yeah,
on
you
and
bounce,
hop?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
and I was sitting there one night playing video games. I had a couple beers. I
You
look
can come
over,
over
I'm
here
like,
if you want.
that looks kind of fun.
Get
So I go over, I
this
sit
angle,
down
though.
on
Get
it.
this angle from here though.
I get a good bounce, and the thing just comes out right out from under me, right down, right on my knees. They both just go pow.
Really?
I kind of army crawled back to the couch and passed out. So the next day I go to get up and just boom, face plant. So I called my wife. I'm like, I messed up. So we get to the emergency room and I tell the lady at the desk what happened. And she's, you can see her just trying to hold it in. She goes, excuse me,
I know, but
and goes and gets the other lady and makes me retell it. They paraded me around this emergency room and made me retell this story to everybody there. They were bringing in janitors, and
like people off the street.
the lunch lady, like, you got to check this idiot out. It was unbelievable.
So what ended up happening?
Oh, I popped the knee capsule and strained my ACL or something.
Oh, okay.
It was a while ago.
All right. I just had knee surgery November 1st.
Oof.
It got twisted, got tackled playing softball, and like
You're not supposed to tackle in softball.
No, I wasn't. Somebody should have told that asshole. I really wish somebody would have let the pastor know. Yeah. It's a beer league. It's like a beer league and church teams, you know.
Oh my God.
And so like I was more of the beer team. I'm not playing this year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We're going live here. Welcome back to the Regional Rock Hour on 92 Rock. We just heard Deadbolt and the Celebrity with The Things Forgotten, and we're having a pretty good time on the Facebook stream. We're hearing some awesome stories, which we're live now, and that'll be posted up afterwards, so you can check it out in its entirety. In the studio with Shatter Smile, you can see their handsome mugs, at least. Most of theirs, Cortez.
Thank you.
The singer of Shatter Smile. I'm going to ask you, what's up with the mask? That thing is, it's pretty cool.
Right,
it's got kind of like a zombie Terminator thing going on.
Yeah, so I had, I've always been kind of really theatrical as far as like when I'm on stage and stuff like that, and I kind of wanted to just continue doing that. I had a guy at Tony Buck Effects Studio in Arkansas. He actually made this. He's a world-renowned mask maker, kind of like the Mushroom Heads and the Slipknots of the world, you know. He did an absolutely awesome job. It took 6 months to get it, and it wasn't cheap, but it's a one of a kind. It's made for just me. The thing of it is with us too is like with Shatter Smile, it's kind of a freedom of expression. So it was through the years, people were like, hey, you know, you're ripping off Slipknot and all this other stuff, and I just don't agree with that. I think my analogy is for that is if I was to build a snowman, and Mason, you walk by to your house and you see me building a snowman, you get home and you're like, hey, I'm going to build a snowman too. Was it because you wanted to build a snowman, or was it because I was doing it? You know, so there's nothing that's going to be, you know,
There's nothing new under the sun.
right. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be parallels. There's going to be, you know, people are going to repeat stuff, but it has nothing to do with Slipknot or Mushroom Head or anything like that.
Well, I think too, yeah, if you focus too much on trying to be original,
right. Yeah. You're not going to do it.
Yeah. Just do what makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
everything is influenced by something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like your guys' style of music. What are some bands that you guys are into that kind of helped you get to where the direction you want to go into with this band?
Honestly, it would be old bands from the late 90s. Korn and Coal Chamber.
Oh, there you go. Coal Chamber's a good one.
Yeah.
And then even bands like Alice in Chains from earlier on.
Oh, yeah.
Just the arrangement, the way they put the guitar parts together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I listen to everything from the Jesus Lizard to Joanna Newsom. I just listen to everything that I can get my hands on.
Hell yeah.
Pantera, Foo Fighters,
Oh, yeah.
Alice in Chains, Journey. I mean, my encyclopedia is I don't have any limits to music. I'll listen to anything.
The other thing is too with that is like I kind of learned just growing up through life lesson that whenever I go on stage, I think about what would I want to see if I was going to a concert of who, doesn't matter who it is.
Yep.
If I went to see so and so, what am I looking for? I've already heard their music 20 million times. So I'm not going to be listening to anything I haven't heard. I want to see something with my eyes. I want to just really get into it. So
experience something.
Yeah, it's so, and it's funny because I actually have a couple more masks in the process of being made, and I have a whole, I have my home studio. I have tons of different masks that I'll be wearing throughout I guess our career. So
Cortez is very animated. Very.
So do you guys get into do the rest of you guys get into any kind of I wouldn't say uniform, but do you kind of have a different stage presence than say like what you're wearing here, or would you just go up there as is?
I get to hide, so no. Boxer shorts, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I would say somewhat. Like I don't think we probably not as much, but we do have like a unifying way of presenting ourselves.
Yeah, we're individual but still unified kind of deal. Yeah, you'll know we're in the same band for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys got time to stick around a
Absolutely,
little while longer?
definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
How about we hear Shatter Smile now?
Okay, well, I think that's a good idea, guys.
Rock and roll. It's the regional rock hour presented by Crave Tattoo. The world debut of Shatter Smile, Stronger.
Look at how far we come. Nothing gets in our way. So we just keep getting stronger every day. In our setbacks, we've been pushed around, but we push back. We've been affected, somehow we made it. With a will to win, determination, perseverance, and patience. We erase it all, extermination. We never gave up, we never gave in. We don't run from problems, we embrace it. Look at where we are today. Look at how far we come. Nothing gets in our way. So we just keep getting stronger every day. Achievements. Confront our fears and stop retreating. We are
Maybe he can stand up right there or over here.
Unshaken. Focus on life and what we make it. And I said it before and I'll say it again. We're out of time, so be mistaken. Look at where we are today. Look at how far we come. Nothing gets in our way, so we just keep getting stronger. We're getting stronger. We're getting stronger. We're getting stronger. We're getting stronger. One, two, three, go. Getting stronger. Getting stronger. Getting stronger. Getting strong.
Bigger signal than
Right.
us. And,
Yeah,
you know, like, so the fact that they let him even do 2 hours on a Sunday
it's kind of
night,
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mine, it was just kind of, I was like, hey, I'm going to do this, Friday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
And-
prime time.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. Yeah. If you can find a sponsor, go ahead.
And you
it was
did.
easy. I mean, I got a sponsor for it. And then,
That's Crave Tattoos, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. It couldn't be even any better.
It started as Patty's Pub.
Okay.
Actually, was the first sponsor, but it's the same owner.
Oh.
Her name's Gina Batchelor.
Yeah.
She's become a really good friend of mine since all this started.
Right.
But yeah, she started with that, and then the bar she was renting it, and then it got sold out from under her.
Mm.
So she had to pack up and move out, and then new owners bought it sight unseen, like
Oh no.
trying to snag her.
Oh
business.
no.
Like, they're like,
Yeah.
yeah. The back room, the roof fell down.
I knew that was
The
coming.
place was just totally crashed. Like,
God.
yeah. Now people that bought her, we'll probably better not get into that. No, and then she had always had she's had the tattoo parlor even longer than that. And, she's like, well, I'll still sponsor
Right.
that. And, hell yeah, awesome.
That's cool, man. It's like that's what I mean. Like I really appreciate it. I know these guys do too. Like people can do it, but and you can kind of tell people don't have the heart. They don't. I mean, they're doing their job or whatever it is, but they don't really care. A lot of times, and they're just going through the motions of interview done,
Yeah.
but it's like everybody I talk to, bands, just individuals that know you around town are like, yeah, this guy definitely cares about metal. So
Yeah.
and that's why I reached out to you. I mean, several people like, yeah, you got to talk to Mason.
And I'll tell you, like, I used to be like really gung ho on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wasn't. Yeah. I mean, I'm not the greatest now, but I really wasn't that good back then.
I think we can all say that probably.
Yeah. I mean, doing this, doing this 5 years, it's like I've found a certain comfort
Where you live,
Yeah.
like right in that. Yeah.
So, all right, we got about a minute 40.
Minute 40.
So your phone is red when you're not
Can
recording.
I see it?
And then when it's recording, it's not red. See, that's not recording.
Yeah. You guys talk about different styles, liking different styles of music. Like,
Yeah.
I do noon to 7 on this station every day, Monday to Friday. From 6 to 10, I'm on AM 540 KWMT.
Okay.
So like I do a live shift over there, classic country.
Country music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I've done like the newer country K97, and I've done mixed 94.5. I would take the classic country over either of those.
Like I
sure,
said
yeah.
earlier, I like all sorts of different music, and I grew up around classic country, 80s, early stuff. I don't mind it.
I was surprised how much I like the Statler Brothers and Buck Owens.
Sure.
That was, yeah. Those are just a couple that, kind of stuck out.
Right.
All right. About 30 seconds.
I think the new country is just pop, basically.
Yep.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Just
Yep.
pop.
Well, yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of crossover on the charts too. Like,
Yep.
And I mean, countries, it's kind of gone in waves like that. But now again, it's
Yep. Cycles.
yeah. Bedazzled jeans and everything.
You're lucky if that's the worst.
It's the Regional Rock Hour presented by Crave Tattoo on 92 Rock. 22 Salute there with Poisoning. They've got quite a bit of stuff going on all the way out in California, but coming up, they're taking a trip back home. They're going to be doing some acoustic stuff towards the beginning of July. And we'll talk more on that as we get closer to it. Shatter Smile in the studio.
Yep.
Fellas, I've had a lot of fun getting to know you guys.
Thanks, man.
This has been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, likewise.
So we mentioned earlier, kind of spread out across Iowa. Where are each of you from?
I'm here in Fort Dodge.
Mason City.
Mason City. There you go.
Yeah, Clear Lake, Mason City area.
All right.
I'm actually in this little tiny town way up by the Minnesota border with like 450 people.
Oh, okay.
Perfect place to jam.
It is. It's nobody knows who anybody is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I mean, I've lived in tiny towns
Yeah.
before too. And yeah, if you're not actually like out on like an acreage or a farm or something, it can be neat.
Yeah.
It is awesome having, stores real close. And
Yeah, that would be nice.
The convenience of civilization.
yeah,
Right.
running water, telephone. But why don't you guys let everyone know again where they can find you online, like you on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff.
Yeah, Instagram at Shatter Smile.
And the Shatter Smile official at Facebook too. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And the streaming stuff, I don't remember if we mentioned this on air, but you can't stream your music yet. This besides like the videos that you put up there.
Right.
This is the only place that you can hear your music.
That's
At the
exactly
moment,
right.
yeah,
And
at the
only on 92 Rock with you, Mace.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
We literally chose you to debut everything. You've done us justice and bands like us for years, and we appreciate it, man.
I appreciate the recognition. It's fun. I'm
Yes, it
very
is.
fortunate to get a paycheck for doing what I do.
Yep.
I wish we could say the same thing.
Give it time, man. Give it time. You guys keep plugging away, and it can come. As we've heard with that last song, "Stronger," and the one before it,
I got a mask addiction, so I got to keep that up. I need that income
It's not a cheap
coming.
hobby.
It's crazy. Yeah, you did mention, it's my mask for COVID. Like, I was just goofing around on Amazon the other day, and going through the deals.
Sure.
And like those N95 masks.
Yeah,
or
those look
whatever.
cool too.
Yeah, you know what? Those things are now they were like 95% off for a box of 50. It's like under $10.
Yeah, when COVID first hit, that was the first one I ever wore, and it's funny because my fiance and I had masks for painting and stuff like that. They literally collected dust in our garage, and then when COVID hit, I'm like, and there was no mask to be had. I'm like, we need to wear those. So we got them out. I literally still have that. I think I'm gonna frame it actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not me, man. I'm gonna try to forget all about this. So, before I let you go, do you guys have anything else you'd like to say? CC, Mr. Talkative over there.
He has mystique, Mason.
It's mystique. It's mystery.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Were you going to say something? Do you want me to interrupt you again? Sorry.
Go ahead and interrupt.
Sorry,
Yeah.
CC. Just, I guess what I want to say is just tune into local music, not even just us, anybody.
Yep.
It's we're doing this to entertain people, and we want to be entertained too as well. So just listen to the radio like old school. Go to shows like old school. Spend $20 to see some good bands.
Your friend's band, go see them.
Yeah.
Yep.
They put a lot into it.
Eventually we're going to be just non-existent if somebody doesn't do something about it.
Yeah. Well, guys like you are keeping it alive. So
Yeah.
keep doing the damn thing, and thanks a lot for coming in.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Thanks,
for
man.
having us.
Thanks, man.
I really appreciate it. It's a regional rock hour presented by Crave Tattoo. We got a break coming up, and then we're actually taking a trip up towards the Minnesota way with Small Town Syndrome regional rock hour.
It's so hot in here with this many bodies.
It is. All right, we will. We'll say goodbye to.